Helluva Boss, Hell Become I.M.P. January 18th, 2025. Written by Briar A. Ceronics. Disclaimer. There is a spinning red pentagram and text on the screen that says, "Warning, the following cartoon contains graphic violence, strong language, sexual themes, flashing lights, as well as rampant demon horniness. So yes, it is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised." The screen fades to black. Interior, Ozzy's house, day. Fizzarolli, or Fizz, in his PJs is sitting on the couch eating cereal and watching TV. Asmodeus, or Ozzy, in his robe, joins him shortly after with his own bowl of cereal. Fizz leans into Ozzy. The TV briefly flashes a Mammon logo and the camera zooms into the TV so that it is all that can be seen. TV ad. In a green void is a Robo Fizz. Robo Fizz is doing a bunch of flashy poses, some more suggestive than others, while Mammon narrates the ad. "Even though that jester fucker left me, you can still get a jester fucker of your own, if you know what I mean." The on-screen Robo Fizz makes lewd sexual hand gestures. "That's right, for the low, low price of your kidneys, or someone else's, you can get your own Robo Fizzarolli." The ad flashes to the scenarios Mammon next describes. "Robo Fizzarolli can be your maid." A Robo Fizz is seen cleaning a house in a maid dress. "Robo Fizzarolli can be your fucking accountant for all I bloody care." A Robo Fizz is seen in a gray business suit with glasses putting numbers into a calculator that is resting on a table. And of course, Robo Fizzarolli can fulfill all your fucking dirtiest pleasures. A Robo Fizz is seen in a BDSM room being tortured by another Robo Fizz. The screen goes back to the green void with a Robo Fizz doing a stock-like pose. There's a price tag on the screen that says $, whatever a kidney is worth. "So give me your fucking money today and you too can own your very own Fizzarolli fuck toy or maid, whatever you're into, fucking pervs." Interior, Ozzy's house, day. The ad ends and the camera zooms out of the TV. Fizz and Ozzy are still on the couch with their cereal, but neither of them are eating it. Ozzy stands up angry. "I don't like that he's still profiting off you, Froggy. My merch contract isn't up for 2 more years. There's nothing we can do." Fizz goes back to eating his cereal, but notices how upset Ozzy is. He stops eating it after a few bites. "I know what you're thinking, and this isn't worth risking your status over." "Well, I think it fucking is. I don't like him treating you like that." Fizz stays silent for a moment, then speaks. "You can't risk it. Don't get involved." Fizz gets up and hugs Ozzy's arm. "Please." "What if I don't get involved?" That's what I just said? No, what if your friend, Blitzø does it?" "Blitz? And I don't know, his business is more human affairs?" Ozzy looks weirded out at the idea of messing with humans and then goes back to being upset about Mammon. Fizz notices Ozzy's negative facial expression. "But I suppose it couldn't fucking hurt." "Yes! We're freeing you once and for all, Froggy." Ozzy picks Fizz up and lifts Fizz's head up to his. They kiss. Then Ozzy spins Fizz around. He puts Fizz down, who is dizzy for a minute, and then he adjusts back to normal. Interior, I.M.P, day. Blitz is standing in the middle of the office talking on his cell phone. He is talking to Moxie, but Moxie cannot be heard very well. Stolas is at the desk in the background looking dead to the world. "What do you mean you aren't fucking coming in today? You've never missed a fucking day of work." Garbled sounds of Moxie speaking can be heard. "None of my fucking business. All of your business impacts my business." More Moxie sounds can be heard. "I don't believe for a minute Millie of all fucking people is calling in sick, but whatever, sure, there's no one fucking here anyway." Blitz hangs up the phone and puts it in his pocket. Luna walks into the room. "Does this mean I can go out?" Blitz groans and face palms, but then collects himself. "Stolas can man the desk." "Awesome, thanks, bye." Luna leaves the office building. Blitz sits at his desk, putting his feet up and relaxing. Then knocking is heard at the door. "Of course. I can handle a job without those fucking quote-unquote sick lovebirds anyway." When Blitz says sick, he does it in air quotes. Blitz gets out of his desk and opens the door. At the door is Fizz in a colorful casual outfit and Ozzy, whose head is being blocked by the door frame. "Fizz? Are you busy with work?" Blitz looks into his empty office building with no one in it, besides Stolas, who looks like he's zoned out into another dimension. "No." "Well, now you are." "I like the sound of that." Blitz lets both Fizz and Ozzy in. Fizz gets in no problem, but Ozzy is having trouble ducking enough to get in the door frame. Give me 1 second. Ozzy shrinks down in size to being just slightly taller than Blitz. He walks through the door frame with no trouble after shrinking. "So, what human shitbags possibly ticked you off, or do you need protection again?" Actually, a demon ticked us off. Well, that sounds more illegal and will raise the price, but go on. Who's the lucky bastard I get to kill? No killing, but we do need you to destroy one of Mammon's factories. Blitz looks completely stunned. Say what now? Mammon is still producing Robo Fizzes after he quit. I want you to blow up the factory they're made in. Look, I'm sorry your likeness is still being made into adorable maid dresses, but I'd rather not get involved in royal business. Again. Fizz comically pulls out a large briefcase and pops it open. It is filled to the brim with cash. Fizz holds it up to Blitz. Fizz has adorable puppy eyes practically begging Blitz. Deal. Blitz snatches the money and shuts the briefcase and puts it on his desk. Ozzy pulls out 2 maps, one to where the factory is and another of the layout of the factory. He lays the maps out on the desk. He also pulls out a red marker which he keeps in his hand. These maps have everything you need to know about the factory. Here is where you want to place the bomb, the core. Ozzy uses his marker and circles a room in the center of the factory's layout labeled Center, Rejects. Why do you fucking have this? Ozzy looks bashful. I may or may not have wanted to blow up the place a few times. A few dozen times. Anything for you, Froggy. The two of them nuzzle for a second. Blitz looks a bit jealous. This seems like a complicated job none of my fucking employees are in. Blitz gets out his phone. I'm gonna call that faking fucker Moxie in again. Fizz looks up at a worried Ozzy. I have a better idea. Fizz rips his casual clothes off as if they were prop tearaway clothes. Underneath, he's wearing a dark blue suit that almost matches Blitz. Instead of red accents, like Blitz, he contrasts with bright blue accents that complement Ozzy. What are you doing? I'm going in. I don't want you getting hurt. The factory isn't even run by real imps, just robots. I'll be fine. I still don't like this. Nothing is gonna happen to him. Pay me extra, and I'll protect him. Blitz wraps his arms around Fizz. Ozzy hands Blitz a stack of cash, but Fizz grabs it first. I'll be fine. You trust me, right, Oz? Ozzy nods his head. Fizz hands him back the money. Fizz turns to Blitz. When do we ride out? A bright flash goes over Fizz and Blitz along with the click of a camera. The camera pans over to Ozzy, holding a camera. You just look so cute and determined. Fizz climbs up on Ozzy's shoulders like a spider to look at the picture on the camera. Be safe. Anything for you. Fizz smiles and they both nuzzle heads. Ozzy then gently puts Fizz down. I am stuck in political meetings the rest of the day, but so is Mammon. Today is the perfect day to go. He won't know until it's fucking too late. Ozzy looks like he's having too much fun with his villain role. He catches himself doing it and freezes, then coughs and speaks normally. See you two later. Ozzy leaves the office. Fizz turns to Blitz. Now what? He didn't give you a bomb, perchance, did he? No. Of course fucking not. Let's see what we have in the back. Blitz pulls out a pair of keys to the weapons room. Interior, I.M.P, closet, day. Blitz and Fizz enter a large closet messily filled with many weapons. Blitz starts to dig into a pile of weapons and starts throwing things to the side. Some sharp things land blade down into the floor next to Fizz. He is tense and comically dodging all of them. Then Blitz throws a bomb right into Fizz's hand, which causes Fizz to start panicking, and he throws it to the floor next to Blitz. What the hell? Be careful with that. Isn't that the bomb we need? I guess it'll work. I was looking for my fucking horse one. You have a horse bomb? Yep, with no arms or legs. Fizz laughs at that recall of their childhood. Blitz picks up the not horse bomb. Moxie's the one who built this, but I bet I can fucking figure it out. Interior, I.M.P, day. The two run back to the maps laying on the desk. Blitz puts the bomb onto the desk. The factory's a fuck ton of miles away, so here's what we're gonna do. Interior, Blitz's imagination, day. The screen is overtaken by scenes of how Blitz imagines they'll get to the factory while he narrates. They are at a stable for horses. VO. We'll sneak into a stable and steal 3 horses. Blitz and Fizz grab 3 horses. Blitz is on one, Fizz on another, and the third is just standing there. VO. Why 3? VO. For moral support. And armored support. The third horse suddenly has machine guns loaded onto him. The 3 horses, along with Blitz and Fizz riding them, gallop in an endless desert. VO. We ride the horses onto a train. The 3 horses, and Blitz and Fizz, jump onto a moving train. VO. And the train's path is right next to the fucking factory and we jump off. Boom. The 3 horses, plus Fizz and Blitz, jump off the moving train and there in front of them is the factory. VO. Why not just take the train? Interior, I.M.P, day. We snap back to reality where Blitz and Fizz are talking while looking at the maps. The horses will break our fall, and looks fucking cool. Or we could just get off at the stop right by the factory. Fizz points to a train stop right next to the factory on the map. If you want to be a fucking smartass about it. The camera zooms into the train stop on the map. Exterior, train stop, night. The map fades into the reality of the real train stop. A train comes into view, covering the stop. After a few seconds, the train leaves, and Fizz and Blitz are revealed from behind it. They are horseless. Blitz looks grumpy about it. The two walk up to the factory. Fizz walks right up to the door, about to waltz in. Blitz grabs him by the collar of his shirt to stop him. What the fuck are you doing? Going in the factory? You can't just fucking waltz in. So how do we get in? Blitz points up. Exterior, factory roof, night. Blitz climbs onto the roof and then he helps Fizz get up. They both blush a bit at that interaction. They find a vent in the floor of the roof and crack it open. Gestures first. Fizz goes into the vent, Blitz follows. Interior, vent, night. The two are crawling in the vent with Blitz being a bit too close to Fizz from behind. Ow, would you stop fucking bumping me? Then fucking crawl faster. I am. Fizz keeps crawling and then falls through a hole in the vent and onto the floor beneath, making a loud bang. Blitz panics and quietly follows down. Interior, factory, night. Blitz enters the factory floor. There are a bunch of Robo Fizzes working in an assembly line, making even more Robo Fizzes. The real Fizz is still on the floor in pain. The Robo Fizzes are working like nothing happened. They are surrounded by giant wooden crates. Well, at least no one heard that. Suddenly, all the Robo Fizzes turn to face them, their eyes glowing red. They walk closer to Fizz and Blitz in a horde, ready to pounce. Fizz gets up. Nice going. Well, how was I fucking supposed to know? You can't guess not to yell? The Robo Fizzes are getting closer. Fizz looks more panicked. Blitz reaches out his hand to Fizz. Do you trust me? Fizz gently nods his head and takes Blitz's hand. Good, because I forgot any weapons. Blitz flings Fizz into the horde of Robo Fizzes. High energy, fighting music plays. When Fizz lands on a Robo Fizz, it is on beat. The weight of Fizz takes down the one robot. The rest of the Fizzes start to go towards the real Fizz. Blitz, a little fucking help here. Fizz is inching away from the Robo Fizzes. Blitz gets to Fizz by climbing on a wooden crate above him. Blitz reaches out his hand. Fizz takes it and Blitz lifts him up to the crate. You ready? Fizz nods his head, but more sure of himself this time. Blitz grabs Fizz and they both jump down into the middle of the Robo Fizzes. Blitz spins Fizz around in a circle. Each time Fizz's body hits a robot, it is on beat to the music. After spinning him around a few times, Blitz throws Fizz onto the last robot like a bullet. Fizz latches onto the robot and rips it apart with his bare metal arms. Those limbs of yours sure have some fucking weight to them. They come with some benefits. Fizz smiles. It's a sad but also accepting smile about what happened. Blitz looks uncomfortable, but that is interrupted by Fizz. The robots didn't seem to care about me until you drew attention to yourself. And I bet that means if you dress as me, they won't recognize you. Fizz jumps into an open wooden crate. He comes out with two Robo Fizz outfits. Interior, factory, night. The two of them are now in identical Robo Fizz outfits, and Blitz has a white face paint on to better match Fizz's face. Blitz is still wearing his mother's choker. Oh, this is great. Fizz grabs Blitz and wraps his arm around him. Fizz grabs his phone from his pocket and takes a selfie of the two of them. The two of them start walking around the factory. They pass many assembly lines of Robo Fizzes who just ignore them. See, it's working. Shush, don't loudly boast about it. Oh, right. Or maybe that's in character for those robot fuckers. Fizz looks confused by this statement, but before he can respond, a Robo Fizz with a clipboard stops them. State your ID numbers. 72387 42069. There is no data available for these Robo Fizzarollis. Come with me for testing. The Robo Fizz extends out its arm and tightly grasps Fizz and Blitz by the wrist, dragging them along. Interior, testing room, night. Blitz and Fizz are thrown into a white room with no furniture, just a white box room made of panels with nothing but a large window on the left wall. The Robo Fizz can be seen watching from the window. Commence robot durability test 001. A panel of the ceiling opens up, and a giant robot arms grab Fizz. Another panel on the floor opens up, and out of it comes a white slab with open limb restraints. The arms place Fizz on the slab and close the restraints on him. Oddly kinky. The robot hands then grab Blitz, and another floor panel opens up to an identical slab that Blitz is placed and locked into. The slab starts to spin around rapidly. After stopping, both Blitz and Fizz look nauseous. Commence robot durability test 002. Then their limbs are stretched. Fizz is fine since his cyborg limbs can do that, but Blitz is in a lot of visible pain. Fizz's limbs are stretched out by a few feet. Blitz's haven't moved at all. The stretching stops and Fizz's limbs quickly retract back to place. Blitz looks relieved. Commence. Robot. Durability test. Final. A panel above each slab opens up. Out of each one comes a giant hydraulic press. The presses start to go down towards Blitz and Fizz. They both scream. The presses stop right before impact. Flinch. Reactionary test failed, sending Robot Fizzarollis to reject pile. Both the slab's restraints open up and Blitz and Fizz are dropped to the floor. Before they can get up, the tiles open beneath them and they fall through, screaming. Interior, factory core, night. Blitz and Fizz fall right onto a pile of discarded Robo Fizzes. Most of them look very worn, but 2 of them look almost new. Those 2's eyes light up on impact. Blitz picks up a severed robot arm. Wait, this is the discard pile, so that means... The camera pans over to the core support beam of the factory. In red spray paint it says, "Do not fucking touch, you will fucking die," on the beam. Yes, we fucking did it! Never doubted us for a fucking second. Blitz takes the bomb out from his coat and plants it on the support beam. Blitz is about to arm the bomb, but the 2 operational Robo Fizzes get up. Is that a bomb? A bomb? Where? There, you fucking idiot! Robo Fizz number 1 points to the bomb. Oh shit. The 2 robots get up close to Blitz and Fizz and drop to their knees, begging. Please don't kill us, we don't want to die. Blitz does not look like he cares in the slightest, but Fizz looks upset. Yeah, well, tough shit. Blitz goes back to arming the bomb. The 2 robots hug each other for dear life, whimpering. Fizz taps Blitz on the shoulder. They don't look like they're hurting anyone. So, what if we save them? I thought the whole fucking point of this was to destroy them all. We can save just those 2. Seems like a lot of fucking hassle for some robots that'll probably stab us in the back. Please? Fizz does puppy dog eyes at Blitz. Blitz sighs and agrees. Ugh, fucking fine, but just those 2. Fizz goes and grabs the 2 robots. He puts one on his shoulder and extends his arm and plops the other on Blitz's shoulder. Now may be a bad time to fucking mention, but Moxie is usually the one to arm this thing. Why is that bad? Because I have no fucking clue how to fix the timer. We have about 10 seconds to run out of the factory. 10? Blitz grabs Fizz by the arm and they both jump out of the factory window, shattering the glass. Exterior, factory, night. Blitz and Fizz are running away from the factory with the 2 robots on their backs. The factory can still be seen behind them. After a few seconds of running, there is an explosion and the entire factory building collapses. Woo, yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about! Fizz smiles at Blitz and joins in on the celebrating. Interior, I.M.P, night. Blitz and Fizz and the 2 robots are back at I.M.P. Stolas is also there, asleep at his desk. Fizz is clean and wearing his casual outfit from earlier in the episode. Blitz is wearing the same outfit he was in at the factory and is covered in soot. Fizz has a makeup kit out and is doing the makeup of both robots simultaneously. Their faces are hidden in white powder particles. Robo Fizz number 1 is wearing a shirt and skirt, while Robo Fizz number 2 is wearing jock-like clothing. Are you almost done with those 2? Yep. Fizz stops doing their makeup and the particles disappear. Neither of the robots look like Fizz anymore, or even like robots. They look like 2 random imps. Wow, that's fucking scary. The 2 robots are busy checking themselves out while Fizz puts away his makeup. A knock is heard on the door, so Blitz goes to answer it. He opens the door and there is already a pre-shrunken Ozzy. Ozzy sees the soot on Blitz. You 2 look like you had fun. What can I fucking say? Explosions are fucking awesome. I could agree with that on explosions of Mammon's property. Off the record. Ozzy walks in. Fizz notices him immediately and runs and hugs him. During their hug, Ozzy notices the 2 Robo Fizzes. Who are they? Hello. The 2 robots still speak with Fizz's voice. Ozzy is taken aback and confused. I thought you blew up the factory? We did, but we saved the discards. Can we keep them? Please? Fizz once again does the puppy dog eyes neither Blitz nor Ozzy can ignore. Ozzy pats Fizz on the head. Of course, Froggy. You've got such a good heart. They can work as servants at the house. Yay, labor! The 2 robots climb onto Ozzy just like the real Fizz does. The real Fizz also climbs onto Ozzy. Before Ozzy leaves, he places an envelope on Blitz's desk. Thank you. Ozzy leaves with all his Fizzes and Blitz watches him leave. After they're gone, Blitz sits at his desk and opens the envelope. There are 2 pictures in the envelope. Blitz takes out the first one. It is the picture Ozzy took of Fizz and Blitz. Blitz then takes out the second photo, which is the one Fizz took in the factory. The photo quickly flashes to one from when Blitz and Fizz were teens at a concert. They are similarly posed. The photo flashes back to the current day one. Blitz looks up at the walls of the office. The camera zooms onto the framed photo he's looking at. It is a picture of Blitz, Moxie, Millie, and Luna all in the I.M.P. office. Then Blitz looks over at Stolas, who is sound asleep. Blitz smiles and tears even begin to well in his eyes. He wipes the tears and gets up. Interior, I.M.P., night. Blitz grabs a blanket from the corner of the room and wraps it around Stolas. Blitz sits near Stolas and looks up at the new photos he hung on the wall. They are the 2 Ozzy gave him. The scene ends as the camera looks at the photos. Credits. End.